Trouble in legacy, but not so much in crypto. Can Bitcoin decouple from equities? Meaning, if legacy stocks and bonds go down, how does crypto do? Well, coming soon, there's going to be a private Discord and NFTs. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that. In the meantime, Toby is going to hook us up for free because we are Unhinged Crypto. Toby.
Okay, let's see. We did 3 piles. So past, present, future. We're going to start with the past. We have the Lover's card. Interesting. So partnership represents partnership, and it also represents choices. Sometimes it's not in this deck, but in other decks, the traditional was 3 people, a threesome, a guy, 2 women, and he had to make a choice between the 2 women. So it does represent choices as well. And so that's kind of interesting.
Okay.
A couple card with decoupling. Okay, present, we have working at your craft, the 7 of coins.
Okay.
So mastering a skill, usually, it's coins, always a good financial indicator, but also it's about really honing a skill set in order to master your money future.
Okay.
Okay. And then we have the harvest card, another coin card. That looks really good.
Okay.
I like it. Yeah. Time to harvest soon.
All right. So let's talk about it.
Yeah.
So, Bitcoin and stocks, they kind of call them risk assets, and they all sort of go up together, at least when the Fed was like cranking out money. So that's probably what your Lover's card has to do.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
not to mention the fact that the Bitcoin maximalist people, they think Bitcoin is everything. So they're in love with Bitcoin and probably themselves.
Who isn't?
Who knows? That's right. Who isn't, right?
Who isn't?
And then, this working on.
I'm in love with myself.
I'll tell you what I feel. You can make that. And then it's like working on your craft thing. I was thinking about Michael Saylor from MicroStrategy.
You've been thinking about Michael a lot. I hope he thinks about you as much as you think about him.
I'm here. And then, the harvest. I think about the harvest that catches my attention is, in order for the harvest, you have to grow first, right? You have to stand the test of the weather. You have to take sun, rain, heat, cold.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, it's not exactly Pepe, right? But, if everyone was in love with risk assets, maybe there's a way to harvest freedom from Bitcoin.
Well,
I don't know. That's a little woo-woo, but let me ask you: Does that resonate at all? Does the emotional, the financial?
Yeah, I think everything you said is accurate. There's all different levels to every single energy. It's just not one energy does one thing. It works on different levels all at the same time. So all of those could be very true. I think the greatest thing is, the money that's coming, the coin cards it's just a really good energy when we're talking about, coins and markets and crypto and all that kind of stuff. Good indicator. So the question was specifically,
can Bitcoin separate itself from stocks?
So the decoupling, yeah.
Can it hold in even when the boat rocks? The boat rocks isn't for all trading assets.
Yeah, well, I don't see a specific indicator here for, like a breakup between the 2 of them.
Okay.
They're in love.
They're in love. Okay.
But here, let's go ahead and pull some more cards. Oh, so much money. Legacy coin. Legacy. Okay. Well, this isn't necessarily represent that, but this is a more traditional. The 10 of coins means abundance and wealth. And I call it the legacy card, because it's like, in a personal reading, you've made so much money, you can leave it to for future generations. It's something that improves the world, and it's not just about you. And then, current moment. Oh, they're still tied together. Yeah. Right now, let's look in the future. Oh, the Queen of Swords. Well, that's really interesting. So the Queen of Swords, she's pretty logical. Yeah, and in a way, she has like a generational influence. The Queen of Swords. Sometimes she's associated with the law or legal matters, things like that.
Okay.
But I mean, a sword could also stand to separate. But I think it doesn't look imminent. Okay. And with the energy of the cards, the energy of the cards, usually we're reading this moment, a little bit of flavor from the past, a little bit of flavor from the future to kind of blend this. So long term, I'm not saying it'll never happen, but
Right.
it doesn't look likely in the short term.
Okay. So when they allocate out of NASDAQ, when they get out of tech stocks, they may go into something in crypto, but it may not be Bitcoin short term. Right? Or either that or crypto is just stuck in the boat with the rest of it, which is kind of what you're saying.
Well, I'd have to pull cards, really. I mean, so I can just tell you the way it feels is that I think the people who invest in traditional stocks are not the people who have been investing in crypto, right?
Okay.
They're two very different markets in my head, right?
Right.
But I think that there's a blend over.
Okay. Go ahead.
What happened? What happened?
Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, I do think there's a bleed over too. And now with all these things like AI and all this kind of stuff, it feels natural that people will start feeling a little bit more secure going into crypto. You have a lot of big companies, I mean, I've been saying this for a while, but it's always a slow process, So until people see it as something very different from stocks, like how I see crypto is different from the way most people see crypto. For me, it's about a movement. It's about investing in technology in a different way. It's about freedom, like you said. So not everybody sees it that way. I mean, like when we do, the meme coins and stuff, that's somebody, kind of like gambling in Vegas, playing a little game. When they want to put money in something, have it blow up, and that it's fun, but it's kind of exhausting in a way for people who want this to be taken seriously. We have to be able to endure the storms. There's never been a business or that's ever been started that everything went great, everything's perfect right out the gate, no problems, everything's fine. Every time you reach for that mouse, I want to stop talking. No. I'm like, are we done?
We're not done.
Sometimes he just cuts me off. I don't know if you know this.
Not true.
Because I talk too much. He's like, nope, you're dead.
All right. So Bitcoin's got to wait for its day.
I think it's in its day. I think what we're doing is we're waiting for harvest. People who believe in it, believe in crypto in general as the wave of the future, I mean, it would be like saying in the early days of the internet, well, that's it, we've done it now, I mean, no, we're evolving, so it hit a lot of heights. I don't know if you remember, all the craziness and the stocks and we didn't have crypto back then, but and everybody's like, oh yeah, and then there was a bust, everybody's like, oh, technology, let's just give up on that. No, it's part of the cycle of life. But where we are now is we're waiting for harvest, so it's like when I was a kid, visiting my grandma in the summer down the street, there were these wild blackberry bushes, we would get so excited because you could see the little green berries, and then they get a little darker and they get a little darker. Sometimes you eat it before it was fully ripe and it would be like really sour and bitter. That's where we're at now. You can see the ripening fruit. It's just not time to harvest yet, but we're close.
Okay, Bitcoiners, take note. Get those blackberries.
No.